when couples come to me for counseling, they present an issue that is perceived by them to be the cause of the problem. But once we start working, we realize, and they realize, that there is a fundamental underlying issue behind it all. And this is the communication, or rather, the lack of communication. Most couples are unable to have conversations from the beginning that are sometimes awkward, sometimes difficult, sometimes complex. Conversations around money, for example. What is the spending habits? What are the saving targets? What are the investment preferences? Personally, also children. Do you want children? How many? Looking at the family history. Those conversations normally are very hard because individually, these partners will have grown in family in which they haven't seen a model of parents that were conversing about complex, awkward situations. Another very, very contentious topic that causes so much friction is the involvement or the boundary setting towards the original family of each of the members of the couple. Access to them by parents, grandparents. What is the modality of operation of the family of origin of your partner? What are the expectations? What are the wanted or unwanted boundaries? And what is the access to the new couple that is formed with regards to the family of origin? These are not easy conversations to have, but are actually absolutely and fundamentally necessary in order to navigate life with someone else. So people tend to avoid this conversation. They pretend the issue doesn't exist. They put their head in the sand, hoping that the matter will disappear. Money, personal boundaries, sex, personal sexual preferences and requirements, family of origins. These are the top more recurring contentious topics. So it is important to access those hard conversations, to make yourself more comfortable having difficult conversations, regardless of the fact that you may not have had that mirror to you when you were growing up because your parents maybe were avoidant or they weren't displaying how these conversations are to be put in place, how agreement can be found, how negotiation can be set, and how then matters or contentious matters or disagreements can be overcome. So you have to learn it firsthand on yourself. So I invite each of you in a relationship or even not yet in a relationship to become incredibly familiar and comfortable with having complex, difficult conversation in which you make your needs heard and seen whilst you're also opening space for the other person's needs and values and requirements. So I hope this helped.